Thursday, January 12th. The importance of a will. A will is a legal document that outlines your wishes for how your property and possessions will be distributed after your death. Creating a will gives you the peace of mind of knowing that your loved ones will be taken care of according to your wishes. Without a will, the state where you live will determine how your property is distributed, which may not be in line with your wishes. If you die without a will, your loved ones may also have to go through the costly and time-consuming process of probate, which is the legal process of administering your estate. Creating a will is a simple and important way to ensure that your wishes are carried out after your death. It also gives you the opportunity to appoint a guardian for your minor children in the event of your death. If you have any questions about creating a will, you should consult with an experienced estate planning attorney. What happens if you die without a will? If you die without a will, your estate will be subject to intestate succession laws. These laws vary from state to state, but generally speaking, your estate will be distributed to your closest relatives. If you have no living relatives, your estate will go to the state. Without a will, you have no say in who gets your property. You also have no say in who will be the guardian of your minor children. If you are unmarried, your partner will not automatically inherit your property. If you die without a will, the probate process will be more complicated and expensive for your loved ones. The probate court will appoint an administrator to handle your estate. This person will be in charge of collecting your assets, paying your debts and taxes, and distributing your property to your heirs. The probate process can be time-consuming and costly. It can also be stressful for your loved ones. Avoid all of this by taking the time to create a will. Creating a will. Most people understand that a will is an important document to have, but many don't realize just how important it is. A will can protect your assets and your family in the event of your death, and it can ensure that your wishes are carried out. But a will can also be a source of contention and conflict if it's not done properly. There are a few things to keep in mind when creating a will to avoid any potential problems. First, be sure to be as clear and specific as possible in your will. Vague language can be interpreted in different ways, which can lead to disputes. Second, make sure that your will is properly executed and witnessed. Otherwise, it may not be considered valid. Finally, don't make the mistake of thinking that a will is only for older people. If you have any assets or property, it's important to have a will in place so that your family knows what to do with them in the event of your death. No one knows when their time will come, so it's better to be prepared. The executor of your will. When you create a will, you also need to appoint an executor. This is the person who will be responsible for ensuring that your wishes are carried out after you die. It's a big responsibility, so you need to choose someone you trust implicitly. The executor's job is to gather your assets, pay your debts, and distribute your property according to your wishes. They will also be responsible for filing your final tax return and dealing with any other administrative tasks. If you don't have a spouse or children, you may want to appoint a close friend or family member as your executor. If you have young children, you may want to appoint a trusted relative or friend who is willing to take on the responsibility until your children are old enough to handle it themselves. Choosing an executor is an important decision, so take your time and make sure you choose someone you trust implicitly. Changing your will. It's important to update your will regularly to ensure that it accurately reflects your current wishes. Here are some big mistakes to avoid when changing your will. Need legal advice? Contact the law offices of Omar Zambrano today for a free consultation by calling 626-338-5505.